And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this.
Hard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Elliott a first down and more. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 102 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Newton on the move to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, Packers. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, and just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end. Had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Bridgewater. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. 47 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from a few. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. Here's Cunningham. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. A big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Youngblood in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Cunningham. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Yeah, and he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, Bridgewater. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers! Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cunningham. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. This well upfield across the 45.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, Jeff. Remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively. From behind the chain, 2nd and 13. A handoff for Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Hurts fumbles it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. It'll buy some time right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 23.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Looking deep here for Ebron, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Gibson again. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 16-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run here with Gibson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On third down, Bridgewater. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, second and inches. The give is to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Slipping in for the stop was DeMarcus Ware.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 27, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Gets this to Gibson, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he'll keep it. 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. First throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a run now with Kittle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A give. This is Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. That was a big risk here in overtime. Send him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy. And you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
So that'll do it from here.
Boy, my palms sweated down. I ain't gonna lie. I had to call a timeout. My name gone. I ain't gonna lie to you, Donnie. I promise you, boy, I had to sweat. I had to call a timeout, make sure I was on target. Boy, them quarterbacks is doo-doo. 28%, 27%. I had more yards than them, though. Whew. Nervous kick, boy. Gridiron pack. Love the way you ride. Hey.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Heard no TNT. I ain't never heard no TNT though. White boy JoJo. Get the fuck off my running post.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college.
Niggas run deep.
About our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team, because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I might not got time to watch it. I'm gonna try.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down.
Let's go.
It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Bro, we could hear them. Do you not know how many times we'll be in there talking
too shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let me hear Mike. Hear ye, hear ye.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Bring in MT. Bring in MT.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Why you tell me to be patient, man? As I ran out of bounds, I seen you.
We're scoreless after 1.
We gotta respect MT. That's what's going on. I had that ball.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I did.
As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
They want to go for it.
And the first play will be a field goal try.
We do it better than the last game already. Okay.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, let's these niggas
so a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Tebow's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A former Ram star, Jack Youngblood. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Don't do it.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Pushing his way through. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Touchdown, Rams! A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the
Get off that man, bro. Run in the state. Run in the tunnel, man.
Michael Thomas.
You done playing for the day.
57 yards. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
You see MT, Donna. You see MT, man. Best wide receiver on all 3 teams, bro. Show me wrong. I'm gonna get Devontae Adams.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I'm going to try to chase him, man. It's the post.
2nd and 14. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
So they can make a play outside.
The first of their timeouts.
They play man.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on for it, though. Come on for that
to
post.
Throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play,
that nigga like showed out, though.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch middle. I got outside.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Somebody hit that.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And you look got a black card. Or had one. You can tell Andrew Luck was on steroids. They need to be weak now.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
Not taking Hill.
Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Tim Tebow's
Jake Youngblood. His 2nd sack of the night.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Oh, I'm asleep.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
I ain't never seen a Super Bowl that bad.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Was it a safety? Peyton Manning looked like
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A big play there on the keeper. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right.
Dang, we both knew what play it was. Get out of the way.
And the Packers are going to take over once again.
Hey, we both knew what play it was.
20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
That was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Go straight out, man.
To throw is Bridgewater.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The elementary play I like to call from time to time. In this situation, I think it's the best
thing. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Are you serious?
Across his body, and it's intercepted.
Good pick.
At the 16. And a big turnover
oh my
there as his guys will get the football back.
Is it because he go?
Outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Somebody talk to me. That nigga.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I tried to crack this.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. A big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps.
And the safety nigga wasn't even close next to him, but that's what makes it so lame. Right, nigga, nobody next to that nigga. Oh my God. Teddy going on, but he gotta react to the ball or something. Go fight for it. The only thing we got was wrong field.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. gets him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
He did.
And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call.
Yeah, the clown.
Well, they completed the pass, but
I was trying to figure out what just happened. I wasn't even worried about
play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
They'll set up a throw. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams.
Why do you leave the
And
man
he'll be
for,
brought
bro?
down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That was the my man. I
Huge
was trying to
game
go
that
down
time,
to
but
the
it still
quarterback.
leaves
They
it
got
well
it,
short
came
for
back.
fourth down.
They going for it. Oh, he lit. Quarterback retained. Yeah, it's good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I knew putting your face in here was gonna work. I ain't gonna work that good.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
See, your whole contract on the line. Don't you dare.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Take it
facing
to
a
go straight out.
critical third
Come
down
to the
now as they
outside.
try
Come to
to
the
hold
outside.
on to this lead.
Come to the outside.
To throw, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Bounds across the 30-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't it? You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche.
It
certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Bridgewater to throw. Now a desperation.
Mike Thomas is go. Mike Thomas is fucking go, baby.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go, MT.
Flipper there as all of a sudden they got a 1st down in the red zone. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket.
Yeah, man.
On the sideline, but they say already out of bounds.
Stop playing with me,
give him a chance to turn
Why
it
can't you
upfield,
in
and that
bounds?
brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater.
No.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He was watching over you. I was wondering why he was sitting and he was watching over you. Damn.
Have just about sewn up this football game.
Fuck.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought...
I can't believe that nigga just launched down. Cover 3 so broke. bro. I'm finna call you, bro.